Are you ready to supercharge your finances 2024? Wherever you are today and wherever you want to be in 5 years or 30 years, you make practical good money move, and this video will teach you about it. In the next few minutes, I'll talk to you very full specific things that you can do to supercharge your finances in 2024, and also give you a bonus two things that we will discuss at the end of the video. And if you do not know me, my name is Mira. Really good to see you. If you're new, please do not forget to subscribe, and I really appreciate your time so that way you won't miss a beat. This video is episode 2. I did episode 1. You can go and check it out. I'll link it over here for you. It is quite fun. It's gonna give you a lot of perspective about our life with money. You might be falling in love with saving more money this year. Number 1 is be comfortable of doing not comfortable things in your life. What am I talking about? Very basic thing is budgeting. Like budgeting is like some people can be comfortable in love with it. Like I am crazy in love with the budgeting, but some people can be intimidating. They think like it's time consuming. It could be something that you're not comfortable, but by doing that, it's gonna help you and gain a lot of benefit by doing budgeting. Or another one that I'm doing is no spend January. It could be no spend any month. I've done no spend year, no spend week, no spend day. Whatever that you're doing, no spend, can be a little bit uncomfortable at the beginning of the journey. But if you start doing it, you're gonna feel comfortable doing very uncomfortable things. It will help you for financial gain. So if you like to do like kind of no spend thing, I make a few videos here. I'll link it here for you up in here, and you can check it out after this video. They're very useful tips. It's gonna help you in your journey to make you feel better with your money. Things that I learned on my debt-free journey, one of the things is 50, 15, 5. So which is like a 50 is like everything that you're essential, whatever you need to survive and able to live your life. And these are the essential expensive. Another 15 is like retirement. Let's say you cannot do 15% right away for retirement. Understandable. I totally get it. I didn't get able to do a beginning part of my journey either. But what I did was like I started with a few. Started with 3%, started with 4%, started with 5%. It keep going up and up. The thing is like if you're working for a company in the United States or anywhere part of in the world, like wherever you are, it's like make sure that if your company is contributing whatever amount that you are, they could be matching that for you. Make sure that you maximize that match. Like it could be they're doing like if you do 3%, they give you 3%. If some company they do like 5%, they do 5% for you. So make sure that you don't miss that free money for yourself and for your future. Your future self really, really appreciate you. The 5% is an emergency fund. Emergency fund is like, or you call it rainy day, whatever. It is when it is something very, very urgent, emergency time, that's when you can use it. So it's like 5% you save it from your budget category. So you can save it more if you want, definitely can do that. But the rules is like 5%. So that way, when you need it, it's there for you. So the other one is 30% left. So what 30% is like what you want in your life. It could be, you're so generous and you're so in love with the money. So you can even do like, saving more instead of 5% for emergency. You can even do 7%. Saying, you're doing very well with the money. You might do it more a little bit in retirement, and maybe you can donate something that you want to donate to, organization or individual, whatever that you're doing. That 30% is for you that you can do like however you want to shape and form out of it. And I'm gonna get deeper in that topic later on in my number, a few steps later. If you like this kind of video, please do not forget to put a little thumbs up. Number 2 is the asking question and asking for help. As a woman, especially when I came to the United States, as an immigrant by myself coming to this country, to the United States from Burma, and it was very intimidating. The cultures, the language, and the people, everything is a foreign, and I was freaking out. I didn't know what I'm doing, everything. But the only thing I did myself a favor was asking a bunch of questions to any strangers. For example, the research said that 65% of women say that they do not know like how to choose the investment to make the investment, But the truth is that if you're working in the United States, individual, you'll be having a 401k, you'll be having 403k, you'll be having 457, you'll be having one of those. They already helping you become an investor already. So pat a back in your back that you're already an investor. If you are having the stuck in the, in the weed zone and you're like, I do not know what to ask, I don't know who to call, Number one, you can do, you can start calling to your workplace investment firm. Those 1-800 number, they are there for you to ask questions. They are free. You know how I educated myself? I asked a bunch of questions in these areas. So one I did was like 1-800 numbers. I call them, it could be once a week, it could be a few times a month. I call them. I ask a bunch of questions. I play dummy game a lot. I say, what is it? What does it say? Sometimes when you read it, it doesn't make sense, right? Especially a person who didn't born with this language, English. So I will ask like a lot of questions, kind of dummy questions. And I'll also attend seminars in person. At workplace, they have an EAP program, which is an employment assistant program. So like they help you in finance, they're helping you knowledge in your financial journey, So like you go and attend, they do like lunch and learn. So you go and attend with your lunchbox. I used to go with my lunchbox, my little 3-compartment lunchbox. I sit down and I start eating my lunch, and I listen everything that they say. I have a little notepad that I write every notes, At the end of the thing, I just go and ask a bunch of questions, and they say, call these numbers, and definitely call them. And then sometimes they say, hey, you know what? First session is free. Hey, I'm there for you. I'm just gonna go there and ask more questions, Sometimes you can even do the individual appointments with the financial advisor at the workplace because they let you have it for one time free. Just go and do it. No question is a dummy question. Nobody feel like that's a stupid question. If you ask a question, even in the meeting room, a lot of 200 people are wanting to know the same question. So don't afraid that you are stupid. You're not. So just ask the questions. Another thing I did was with the EAP program, they partner with different third-party organization, whatever, right? So I will call them and I'll make an appointment with them. So they say, hey, Mira, you can make an appointment, one topic per year. I say, that is interesting. One topic per year. So I say, how many topics do you have? And they say, they list it for me. So I wrote it down. I'm like first writer, right? I'm just like write everything. And it was like ended like they have like 50 topics. I say, hey, yeah, I'm in, So what I did was like, for example, here's a trick I want to tell you. Do not feel like intimidated. You are not cheating. You're not lying. You're not hurting anybody. You're just asking questions. They like you to ask a question. That's why they're there for you. You ask a question. That's your job. You're doing your job. They're doing their job. Done. So for example, my question like this. They say, let's say I used to have a student loan. I no longer have a student loan anymore, debt, but I used to have it at the time. So how I did was this. I say, can I ask a question with the student loan advisor? And they say, well, you already asked a question about student loan. This month you cannot do it anymore. You have to wait next year. And I say, oh, and I look at my list. There's another say, debt advisor. I say, okay, can I talk to a debt advisor? So they say, yeah, okay, here you go. So, what I'm saying? You're not necessarily cheating. You're just navigating the system. So like write down the questions. Like what are you scared of asking? What are you feeling stuck, to move forward into your supercharge your financial wellness? It could be investing. It could be, just retirement, whatever that you're stuck with. Write down question here in the comment section over here. If I know anything, I'll refer you wherever you need to go to. If I do not know it, then there will be somebody who might know that able to help you out too. Again, I am not the financial professional advisor over here. I'm a self-learner, self-educator, self-investor over here. Number 3 is very, very important. Do not wait. What does it do not wait mean? Like do not wait until you pay all your debt. People say that, some people say, oh, I'd rather invest later. I'm still so young. You know what? I don't make enough money in order to invest. Those are the things that are very dangerous words. So some people say, I'm going to pay all my student loan debt first or all my credit card debt first. Then I will start investing. Those are the very dangerous things. We have to be very careful about it. So to make it easier for you, this is what I would like to advise. So number 1 is go ahead and write it down. What is your goals? What are you saving for? What is your immediate need? For example, it could be like high interest credit card. It could be student loan. It could be car loan. It could be personal loan. It could be medical bills. Anything that you have, how can you take care of it? Those are immediate things. But at the same time, you want to have this, the one that I talk about, 50, 15, 5. Remember that? So that thing that you have a basic cover, you have a retirement savings, start saving it, right? You already have a 5% emergency fund. You're doing it every month that, however you can. And then you have 30% left, right? That is whatever you want. But you want to pay all your credit card debt. You want to pay all your car debt. You know, you have to pay all your student loan. You know, these are in that order. However you can do it those things. And whatever you left, if you have extra left, then you can increase more in the retirement. You can increase more in the investment. So people say that cash is king. I totally agree with you, which is nothing wrong with that. 50% of women say that they have a 20,000 cash sitting. They don't know what to do with it, you know? So my question is that cash is king, but we human, you know, especially me, I still have it, which is called scarcity mind, which is like we afraid of something wrong, you know, what happened, you know? I'm talking about apart from emergency fund, apart from anything, you know? It is good, definitely nothing wrong with to have emergency fund. We need to have it, you know? It could be other money that you have particular saving account, you know, you have a lot of category that you have saving. That's totally fine. But if you do not have any sudden goals, but just sitting there, we can do, there's a spreadsheet that I'm going to show you over here that wishes that if we just keep in the cash itself to the place that it could be a bank account that we just saving there, we're not earning any interest. It is not good for us. If you invest it, then even a very conservative investment, we will make more. So this is kind of like more like aha moment for me, that you have to be careful like how you manage your money and to take care of like to supercharge your finances. You know, it doesn't have to be 2024. It could be in 2025, 2026, 2034, right? Very careful about two things. Number one, are you the self-investor or are you going to ask for help? It's nothing wrong with asking for help. So do not feel like intimidated asking help from other people, from professional. Just be very pay attention to it. Two things. One is, remember, they also have a percentage that they're gonna charge. They also have to be fiduciary advisor. So you have to be careful about these two things if you're asking for help from the organization. It must be, you know, you have to check out all the backgrounds and make sure this is a legit organization that it will help your money. Another way you can do it, which is what I do, self-investing. Self-investing, like obviously you need to educate, you know, don't stop yourself that, oh, I do not know anything about it, you know. Remember, I didn't know anything about it over years when I came to the United States by myself as an immigrant from Burma. I learned it myself, you know, a little by a little bit. You know, you start with a little bit, You know, you learn from there, but don't stop it, you know, that because of, you know, you don't have to be full-time day trader to invest something. Being a self-investor, all you need is a time, being willingness to understand, and curious mind to figure things out. Number 4 is leaving a legacy. So what is the leaving a legacy? It is a leaving a legacy, like even though we are alive here, we can start creating and leaving a legacy, right? So it could be at that, you know, you have meet all your financial goals. You pay all your debt, you know, including mortgage, right? You have emergency fund include, your retirement account is fulfilling great. And now you're ready to do that, leaving a legacy, which is like, there are a lot of ways you can do, right? It's up to the person. We all grow our own way. I wanted to point out one thing. As a woman, that women usually live a little longer, 5 years longer than male. A survey has pointed out that women usually need $157,000 in a health care. So make sure that, you know, just like time it out and make sure that you have a, you know, you have emergency fund, you have retirement, at the same time, you also have a health care that you can take care of yourself too. And here, I would like to point very important thing, which is that when I say that, you know, in a lot of videos that I make, I always say that what is important is what is important, right? Which is like your necessary living. I don't want you to assume that I'm only focusing on necessary things, that I don't have a fun life or I have a very boring life or depriving over here. Absolutely not, you know. I enjoy my life. I'm very content with where I am. And of course, I have a higher goals over here. At the same time, I'm also trying to enjoy it. So what I want to point out over here is when you are doing to this level, you don't have to wait to this level in order to have this thing, which is called fun, like F-U-N fun, F-U-N-D fun. So which is that you have to have, like, I call it sanity money, right? When you have something, you always need to have it. You're working so hard. You're saving up money. You're paying all debt. You're investing, right? But at the same time, you need to have some bucket. And that is, it could be $1,000. It could be $500. It could be, I don't know, $1,500, something. And that is sitting for you. That will help you whenever you want to enjoy something. It could be like you want to drink Indian tea. I'm just making it up. Or it could be, I want to eat Burmese tea leaf salad. I just making it up. Again, depends on what culture you came from, depends on what, family rooting that you being raised up. Whatever it is you are, whatever journey you are right now, you need to have like making sure that you need to have this kind of mind that you deserve to have some kind of good things, right? I'm not saying, be careful when I say that though. I didn't say that go and buy 20 more different color shade of lipsticks, or 200 new pair of shoes. I didn't say that. I mean like something that you need to have is something that you're gonna keep going and make you happy and stay healthy. I'm gonna step out on that one number. I call it like also want money too. Want money is like WANT, want money, which is that pretty much that, some people misunderstand that want money is like luxuriously living and everyday life, lifestyle creeping, right? This is not what I mean. What I mean is like particular items that you want it, don't wait for it. Set it up in your budget and go there. And this could be your legacy. Like legacy doesn't mean like you have to die to get it. No, I don't agree with that. What fun is that when we die and leave a lot of money? That is not fun way to do with it. So what I mean is like legacy, like something that the generation before you didn't get it. You are able to get it, to enjoy it in the moment that you are living still. Of course, you will leave the knowledge, you will leave some assets to your next generation. If you choose to do it, absolutely up to you. But when you are living at it, make sure that you have the legacy for yourself when you're enjoying it, when you're living a life and when you are healthy. Now I'm going to ask you 2 discussion questions. It is more like a homework. Like remember when we were young, very, very young, that we have a homework from school. And then we have to do this homework in order to, show back to the teacher next day. It's something like this. I want you to think about it, really think about it, and have fun with it. Number 1 question is that, do you really know what you really want in your life? Number 2 question is, are you planning to get it, or are you letting the life get away with it? I know. So don't get serious about it. Just think about it. And I'm gonna tell you what I really wanted. So I'm gonna give you one example. Don't worry too much about it. It is a fun question. Think about it. I want to give you some example. So for example, one of the things that I want to have a debt free, but the one of the thing that is stopping me in the middle between me and the debt free is the mortgage, right? So I'm working on to pay off this mortgage, so I will be totally debt free. So what is yours? Let me know, and I can't wait to hear from you, and I'll see you in next video. Thank you so much.